Hello and welcome back to the channel. It's been a while since my last update video. I had plans to do an update last week. Unfortunately, I was still a bit sick. I've been suffering from a cold for the previous 2 weeks. Um, but I am back with a pickups video. I've got a lot to get through. I've got 10 new pickups, 7 DVDs, and 3 Blu-rays. So let's get straight to it. So the first two titles I picked up from Poundland. Uh, this was from a trip out to Chester a couple of weeks back. During the week while I was off work. Poundland has been a bit hit or miss lately. They haven't really been getting any new Blu-rays in. It tends to be the same stuff that's been there for the past few months. But I was in the Chester branch. I was digging through, and I come across these two titles. The two films that I've been wanting to see. Um, both aren't exactly in the best condition, but for £1 each, I couldn't pass them up. So the first one is a comedy film. I do have the original film. I've been wanting to see the sequel for a while. That is Zoolander #2, the Magnum edition. I loved the first Zoolander film. I'm not particularly a big fan of Ben Stiller, but I do love the original Zoolander. I've heard mixed things about this one, but as I said, for £1, it's worth pick up. Um, Not a lot of special features. Just a couple of featurettes. One called The Zoolander Legacy, and the other called Go Big or Go Home. So that's the first one. The second one, I have every film in this franchise. So of course I had to have um, this latest one, especially as the next film in the series is due out this year, and that is Terminator Genesis. I have been wanting to watch this for a good while. I think this came out 2015, so 4 years I've been waiting to see this film. As I said, I do have the Terminator, I have Judgment Day, which is one of my all-time favorite films. I have Rise of the Machines, and I do have a bootleg copy of Salvation. This is part 5. Of course, part 6 is on its way later this year. Again, pretty bare bones for DVD release. Just the one featurette called Family Dynamics. There's two things that sold me on wanting to see this. One, the fact Emilia Clarke is in it, from Game of Thrones. And of course, the main man himself, Arnie, back as the T-800. So that was what I picked up in Poundland. On the same day, I went to HMV, and HMV are really good at the moment. They've got an Arrow video sale on at the moment. Buy one get one free. That covers both the standard releases and the box sets, and it's only the Arrow video titles down the sale. The Arrow Academy stuff is still at full price. Um, I've not seen anything yet that I want to pick up from that range. but it does run until the middle of July, so still got time to check that out. But what they're also doing at the moment in store is dump bins with a lot of DVD and Blu-rays reduced down to some brilliant prices. And I dug through the bins in the Chester store. I found a couple of titles that I wanted to pick up. First one is a rebuy for the collection. I originally had this a couple of years back and I sold it. This is marked down to £2.50, which is an amazing price. And that is the director's cut of Star Trek II: The Wrath of Khan. And this set is absolutely loaded with special features. It has both the director's cut and the theatrical versions of the films. Commentary by director Nicholas Meyer on both versions. Joint commentary on the theatrical version with Meyer and Manny Koto. Text commentary by Michael and Denise Okuda on the director's cut. The library computer on the theatrical version. The Genesis effect, the engineering of the Wrath of Khan, that's in high def. Production featurettes entitled Captain's Log, Designing Khan. Original interviews with DeForest Kelley, William Shatner, Leonard Nimoy, and Ricardo Montalban. Where No Man Has Gone Before, the visual effects of Star Trek II, and James Horner composing Genesis. And then there's also 3 featurettes on the wider Star Trek universe called Collecting Star Trek's Movie Relics, A Novel Approach, and Starfleet Academy, The Mystery Behind Celtic Alpha 6. A tribute to Ricardo Montalban, who plays the titular Khan. Storyboard featurettes, main title concept, Kobayashi Maru, Celtic Alpha 5, regular I, Chekhov and Terrell Van Khan, Admiral's Inspection, Khan's Revenge, Kirk Strikes Back, Fans in Genesis Cove, the Mutara Nebula, Sneak Attack, Genesis, and Honored Dead, and it has the theatrical trailer. So stacked disc. It's only a singular disc, but is absolutely loaded. I'm very happy to have this back in the collection. And the other title is a film I've been wanting to see for ages. I could have actually bought the other similar style film to this that was released at the same time, but I just went with this one because of who stars in it. And there's Abbott and Costello meet Frankenstein. And the reason why I went with this over the Abbott and Costello meets the Mummy is because of that man right there, Bela Lugosi. As I've stated many a time on this channel, Bela Lugosi is one of my favourite horror actors. I have a few of his non-Dracula roles in the collection, and I believe this is one of the last times he actually played Dracula in a Universal film. This is from 1948. It also features the great Lon Chaney Jr. as the Wolfman, but it has Glenn Strange playing the titular Frankensteins Monster rather than Boris Karloff. I actually sat down and watched this last weekend, and I absolutely enjoyed it. So funny. Um, as far as special features go, a featurette called Abbott and Costello Meets the Monsters. Feature commentary with film historian Gregory W. Mank. Um, two of the 100 Years of Universal documentaries um, called The Lot and Unforgettable Characters, and the theatrical trailer. If you're a fan of the Universal Monsters or a fan of good comedy films, definitely worth picking up. This is £3.99 in the HMV sale. The next four titles are all pickups from eBay. Pretty much all blind buys um, for the collection. The first two are actually DVD-R titles. I've got these for a really good price, and the two titles that are somewhat harder to get hold of on DVD, I actually looked up for these on Amazon before I made the final decision on them. They actually go for pretty pricey deals on Amazon. So for DVD-R releases, I thought to pay a cheaper price, check them out, and then maybe down the line, if the proper versions show up on eBay or whatnot, or I come across them in a market or by off chance a CX, then I'll pick them up for cheaper then. So the first one is The Man Who Laughs, and this is famous for one particular reason, and that is it's seen as an inspiration for DC Comics, particularly Bob Kane, as the inspiration behind the Joker character in the Batman comics, because of the way the main character looks with the big wide sadistic grin and the white face paint and all that. And this was produced by Carl Lammel, who is famous for being the producer of many of the Universal horror films, the Universal Monster films, I should say. So definitely wanted to check that one out. And the other one is a 12-part movie serial that I've never heard of before, but the premise looks really interesting, and that is called The Crimson Ghost. If nothing else, it's the artwork of the titular character that sold me on this one. It's a 12-part serial across 2 discs, so I'm assuming there's going to be 6 parts on each disc. I haven't sat down and watched either of these releases yet, but it will be at some point. Possibly may even hold them off until I do my annual horror watch in October. But as I said, these were dirt cheap. And, this was £1.99. This was £1.79. Not a bad price. There's a couple of other DVD-R titles from this seller that had caught my eye, including the Captain America one from the 1940s. But I wanted to check these one out before I made any more purchases. The next title is complete blind buy. At least semi heard of The Man Who Laughs. Crimson Ghost I hadn't heard of. This one completely bypassed me. It's self-titled as um, the world's first ever serial killer superhero rock and roll zombie road movie romance. Um, it was it's won many awards at festivals. Um, Best feature film at the Lausanne Underground Film Festival in 2005. Uh, Best feature film and best title at the Baxi Film Festival from 2006. Best New England film at the Rhode Island International Horror Film Festival 2006. And the Best International Feature, Best Screenplay and Best Actor Awards winner at the Trommelal Film Festival in Germany from 2005. It's called Die You Zombie. I won't say that word. Um, it looks cheesy as all hell. I mean, that just looks low budget as all hell. But I love cheesy films. Again, this was dead cheap on eBay. Um, so I'm curious to see what this is about. Um, yeah, not much more I can say about it. Uh, bare bones as far as special features. There's a trailer, Dark New England featurette, and an in-depth making-of documentary. Could be good, could be, I don't know, absolute waste of money. But that's the beauty of eBay purchases. The last film is a classic B-movie style horror film. It's a Roger Corman film, so it's guaranteed to be cheesy, fun, and it's directed by Joe Dante, who's behind such films as Gremlins and Volcano. That is the 1978 film Piranha. This was a little bit pricier than I was willing to pay for. I actually didn't expect to win this. I've actually seen this for cheap second hand, for cheaper than what I paid for it. But I do have it. It's in the collection. I did want to check it out, so hopefully I haven't overpaid on it. It's first special features go on this. There's an audio commentary with Joe Dante and Roger Corman. Behind the scenes featurette, making of, outtakes, stills gallery, and radio and TV spots. So definitely looking forward to giving that one a watch. The final two titles I actually picked up this past weekend. On Saturday, kind of a busy day for me. Long day as well. I was up early in the morning because I done a cover shift in my job in the morning, and then in the afternoon I went out um, to see the new Toy Story film, which I absolutely loved. I had a bit of time to kill. I'd stopped off to get some lunch, and right near where I got something to eat, there was a cash converters. So I popped in there and had a look. I found two box sets for an unbelievable price, and both were in near mint condition. The first one, been wanting to get these films in the collection for a long time. It's it's just the first three films. It hasn't got the fourth one. because this was the 2000 release. There's the Rambo Trilogy. The first three Rambo films that were the Momentum Take One collection releases. So we have First Blood, which comes in the weird artwork where it's got the front artwork, but then the back artwork is sort of wide and goes widescreen on the back. Special features wise, it just comes with 2 trailers. Yeah, not a lot of features on this one. They got First Blood Part 2, and again the wider artwork on the back. This has a bit more in the way of special features, trailer, 2 documentaries, 2 making of featurettes, personality profile on Sylvester Stallone, interviews, behind the scenes, and a photo gallery. And then Rambo 3, again, much the same way. Special features on the trailer, theatrical trailer, a making of, 2 behind the scenes featurettes, and a photo gallery. But really, I was a bit worried seeing this because I thought the discs might have been in poor condition, especially considering the box is pretty much falling apart. But no, all 3 films in mint condition, and I'll show you in just a sec after showing the other pickup exactly why I couldn't pass up on these, because the other box set, and this is just in pristine condition, is the 25th anniversary edition release from 2001 of the Omen Trilogy. Outside box, pristine condition. The Devil's Signature, the 666. Got the titles of the films on the back. Then you've got the blurb with the picture of Damien there, and this is just incredible the way it folds out. So you've got Damien there from Omen 2. I have to fold that one up. You've got Omen 3, the final conflict, and then it folds out to that gorgeous artwork, the picture of Damien from the original film, and even the little base here folds out. The chapter titles for all 3 films, a little blurb for each film as well, and it's just, again, this is just in amazing condition. See if I can fold this back up. I'll fold it back together. I'll just read out some of the special features for the Omen. Director's commentary, documentary 666, The Omen Revealed, featurette called Curse or Coincidence, an interview with Jerry Goldsmith, and the trailer, for Omen 2, producer's commentary, and a trailer for all 3 films, and director's commentary for Omen 3, and again trailer for all 3 films. Very, very happy to have this film series in the collection at last. I've been wanting to get at least the original film for a number of years. I did actually have it at one point. I don't know why I got rid of it, but I said I got these for an amazing deal. I wasn't lying, because I've actually kept the price stickers on both box sets. That is not a typo, my friends. I actually paid 50p each for both of these box sets. For the condition, especially for this, how good condition this was in, that is an absolute steal. I just need to find some way to repair that. I might even actually get rid of the box and just have all 3 films sitting on my shelf, although that's going to make it look a bit awkward because I'd have to put the first 2 films away from the third, but I'll figure something out with that. But again, 50 pence, £1 for 6 films in mint condition. So that is it. That is this video for today. I do have another eBay title on the way that I actually won Saturday night, I think it was. Either Saturday night or last night, I can't remember which. That has been dispatched this morning, so that should arrive later this week. I will be heading off to work in about an hour and a half time. I may stop in Poundland or CX or HMV before I actually go into work, so may have a pick up there. If anything comes up, there will be a video later in the week. If not, it might be going into next week, but just keep an eye out for that. But until then, don't forget to like, share, subscribe, comment down below if you've seen any of the titles that I've picked up. I'll do a quick plug here. If you're looking for fun movie discussions, check out Big Paulie Chatting Movies, I think it's called, on Facebook. It's the Facebook group set up by YouTuber Big Paulie. He's an awesome guy. As I said, fun discussions, people showing off the pickups. There will be a link for this video on there, so get involved. But until then, I've been the Blue Geek, this has been the Blue Geek Reviews. I'll see you next time.